Hey everyone, it's me. Welcome to my channel. You know who David is? If you grew up in church, then you probably know the story of David and Goliath. When I was a kid, it was one of my favorite stories in the Bible. David, young shepherd boy, defeats the giant Goliath with just a slingshot and a few stones. But that's not the story I want to talk about today. Because before David slew Goliath, something pretty amazing happened. Something that changed his life forever. An event so significant that the entire kingdom of Israel would be impacted for generations to come. I'm talking about the day that David was anointed by God to be the future king of Israel. It all started when Samuel, the prophet, went to Jesse's house. Now, Jesse had 8 sons, and Samuel was there to anoint one of them to be the next king. You see, the current king, Saul, was rejected by God because he disobeyed his word. And since there were no sons of Saul, God told Samuel to go find a new king from the family of Jesse. So Samuel looked at Jesse's sons and said, "Surely the Lord's anointed is here among the eldest. Surely the Lord's choice has been revealed to me by his appearance. Surely he is the one among the sons of man. He is shown among them." So Jesse's sons stood before Samuel in order. The first 7 were tall and handsome, but Samuel looked at each of them and said, "None of these are the Lord's chosen. They do not make me see as I hoped. Bring them here, Jesse." And when they came, he said, "The Lord's anointed is not here among them." "Are these all your sons?" Jesse said. "There is still the youngest, but he is tending the sheep. Can I send for him? Surely he will come here. He is handsome and strong, and a good young man. He also keeps my sheep well. He will surely come here and show you everything that is good in him." Then Jesse sent for him. He had him brought in. When he came, he stood out among the brothers. His complexion was ruddy and his eyes bright. The Lord said, "Arise, anoint him, for this is the one." Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the presence of his brothers. And the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon David from that day forward. He was filled with the Spirit of the Lord and prophesied. And when the Spirit of the Lord had left him, he spoke to Jesse, saying, "I have found David, the son of Jesse, a man after my own heart, who will do all my will." Okay, let's take a minute and digest this passage. First, notice how Samuel had preconceived ideas about what a great king should look like. He thought that the eldest son, who was probably taller than the rest, would be the chosen one. But God said, "Man looks at the outward appearance, but the Lord looks at the heart." In other words, don't judge a book by its cover. God doesn't call the handsome, the wealthy, or the popular. He calls the humble, the broken, and the willing. And who was the most unlikely candidate? David the youngest, the one who was out taking care of his father's sheep. But David had something special. He had a heart after God. And when God looks at your heart, he sees your potential. He sees your ability to love him and others. He sees your willingness to obey and serve him. God doesn't call the best. He calls the available. And David was totally available. So my question to you is, are you ready to be used by God? Are you ready to say yes to God, even if it means leaving your comfort zone? Leaving your family and going out into the unknown, like David, the shepherd boy who became a king? What do you think? Let me know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss an episode. And I'll see you next time.